Hey friends, so we're going to continue talking about equal groups, repeated addition, and then how we can turn that into multiplication. Just like what we started to talk about yesterday, we're going to continue to talk about that today. So I want us to look at this first little drawing that we have here on our screen. We have two groups, right? Two groups. Let's make sure they're equal. Okay, now we have to make sure that they're equal by making sure that they have the same number in them. And that that the circles are the same size and shape. We don't have one huge circle and then little circles. They're the same, pretty much the same size and shape, and the same number in each group to make sure that they're equal. That's very important. Equal groups. They have to be the same. So let's look at these, and we're going to create some different ways to explain these two equal groups that we have. So first off, let's start by using repeated addition. So in this one, right here, in this group, I have 4. So I'm going to write that underneath. And then in this one, I have, they're equal. I have the same thing, right? I have 4. So 4 plus 4, that's a doubles fact, and that should be really easy. 4 plus 4 equals, 8. Good job. So that's our first way that we can write this. Repeated addition, okay? Now, let's look at some other ways that we can write or to explain this picture of two equal groups that we have. So here I have, how many groups? I have blank groups. I'm going to try to write, it's kind of hard. Blank groups of blank. Okay, so oh boy, sorry. Okay, I have blank groups of blank. So how many groups do I have here? I have one equal group, 2. Good job. 2 groups of, and then how many are in each group? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I have 2 groups of 4. Now, what does that equal? Well, if I have 2 groups of 4, we know that 4 plus 4 is going to equal 8. Yep. So there's my second way that I can write this. So far I have repeated addition, and I have I have 2 groups of 4, okay? Now, let's look at another way. I have, how many 4s are up here? There's 1 4, and then there's 2 4s. Yep, good job. So I can write 2 4s. I know that's kind of strange. We haven't really seen that before. But we can write it that way because we have 2 4s. And that equals, same thing. All of these are going to equal the same thing because we're not adding anything to it or taking anything away. So 2 4s equals 8. Yep. Okay, now, last way. And this is the most important. So I'm changing it to purple because that's my favorite color. And this is the most important way. So you need to focus and pay attention. So, guys, we can turn this into multiplication. Now, I remember Miss Fulcher taught us this yesterday in her video. The multiplication sign can mean groups of, okay? And we already have this done up here, right here. See this? 2 groups of 4. So, all we have to do is we have how many groups up here? We have 2 groups of, I can put that there instead of the multiplication sign, 4. So I can make this 2 times 4 because I have 4 2 times. 2 times 4, or 2 groups of 4. And that is going to equal, what is it going to equal? 2 times 4 is, yes, 8. Good job. Hey, okay, so we're going to look at this example now. Now, I want us to look at this. What is the difference between this one and the one that we just did? Well, I see that we have 2 equal groups of 4, but then I also see this other group over here. But is this equal? No, it's not equal because there's only 3 in it. There's not 4 in it. So we know that it has to be equal. For it to be equal, it has to have the same number in there. This is not an equal group. And what is important about multiplication is that you have to have equal groups. You cannot multiply groups that are not equal. So I could not do this. I could not say that I have 3 equal groups of 4. I cannot do that. That would not work because they are not equal groups. I cannot multiply those numbers. What I couldn't, so then if I did this, 4 plus 4 plus 3, that also is not equal. It's not repeated addition. It's not the same number over and over and over again. Okay? You cannot do that. Does not work for multiplication. Okay, we're going to go over your exit ticket that you did on Seesaw yesterday really quick just to make sure that you have the right answers and you understand what's going on. So it says, the picture below shows 4 groups of 2 slices of watermelon. Fill in the blanks to make true repeated addition and multiplication sentences. Okay, so this is important. They have equal groups right here. There's 2 watermelons in each group. So repeated addition, you're going to do 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, well, that's easy. We can think about this. We can really just count by 2s if we wanted. 2, 4, 6, 8, right? It's going to equal 8. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 8. Now, I'm going to do multiplication. I have 4 groups of 2. So I have 4 times 2 is going to equal 8. Okay, let's look at the second one. Draw a picture to show 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Then write a multiplication sentence. So I know here if I have this repeated addition, 3 plus 3 plus 3, I'm going to have 3 groups with 3 in each of them. Okay, now multiplication. I have 3 groups times 3 groups of 3. 3 times 3 is going to equal the same thing as our repeated addition sentence. 3 times 3 is going to equal 9. Good job. So you guys now are going to go on Zern, okay, just like we did last year. So you're going to go onto your Zern. This is a link to it right here. And you're going to click on your Zern and you're going to complete lesson 1. That's it. And then stop. Don't go any further. Just do lesson 1. It'll be just like the things that we've been doing. So you're going to go on and you're going to do your lesson 1 on Zern. And then you need to make sure, this is really super important, that you get back onto your Seesaw and do your exit ticket that will be on Seesaw. So you got to get on Zern right now, do lesson 1, then get on Seesaw and do your exit ticket. You guys got this.